Well, when the lone woman left San Nicolas Island on George Nidover's schooner, they proceeded to go to Santa Barbara.
She comes in this whole new world, things she's never seen before. She's all excited.
I think the lone woman would have been fascinated, maybe overwhelmed.
One of the first things she sees is a man on a horse. She's making little hand signals as it indicates a horse, a horse. They try to get everybody all excited about seeing this horse, and they're like, oh, it's a horse.
Might be like going to Disneyland for the first time.
On the island, the biggest animal on 4 legs she would have seen would have been her dogs.
She took up residence in the Nidover home, and of course that caused a real stir.
This becomes a really big, sensational news story. And this is another curiosity. Here's this woman, been alone for 18 years. So a lot of people come, and Nidover actually has even offered money for someone to take her and exhibit her as this, curiosity. And he refuses to do that.
The friars sent for mission Indians from various missions to come and talk and hopefully communicate, and unfortunately no one could communicate with her.
Maybe on the way here was excited at some point, I'm going to see my relatives again, going to see my family again, and then to get here and know that she was just as alone here as she was there, that must have been pretty miserable.
But she lived with the Nidovers only for about 6 weeks. She was unused to having nuts and fruit, and apparently the diet was too rich for her.
And she gets very, very sick. And what she contracts is dysentery.
She died at the Nidover home and given a burial here on mission grounds, according to the accounts near the bell tower, and that she was administered the sacraments before her death. And we have that record on the 19th of October in 1853 that they buried this Indian woman who had been transferred from San Nicolas Island.
It's kind of this wonderful, empowering story of survival, but it's also very tragic in the ending. Just really rips you up to think that after all those years on her own, she comes here into civilization and only lasts for a few weeks.
We do have the marker, and that is a wonderful experience for many people, not just the Californians who know the story, but people from the other parts of the United States and from all over the world who share in the wonderment of this story of this amazing woman and her life. It's just really awe-inspiring for everyone.
There was a man on the boat who heard this woman singing, and he taught this song to Fernando Librado, Quetzalcoatl, who remembered this song.
She's a tremendous role model that is channeled through the character of Karana and Island of the Blue Dolphins, and I think that's why so many have fallen in love with the book.
I think what they take away from the book is how hard life can be. And I think what they see is that someone who's similar to their age survived in circumstances that they might not have seen themselves surviving in.
But I don't think I really understood at that age what that meant, what that story really represented, which is part of what we're doing now as a tribe and revitalizing our cultures. This book is about us. This is about your ancestors, your great-great-great-grandparents. They're often awed by that.
So now we remember her in this way when we sing this song, Toki Toki. Toki Toki, Yahame.
For a long time I stood and looked back at the island of the Blue Dolphins. The last thing I saw of it was the high headland. I thought of Rontu, lying there beneath the stones of many colors, and the little red fox that would scratch in vain at my fence, and of all the happy days.